All right, digging around through the knife collection. I dug around through my buck. I got a buck 110 2.74 to 81 model, and I'm comparing it up to a LB7 Schrade from the early 80s, maybe late 70s, early 80s. At any rate, I showed that earlier, but I want to do a little comparison between those two. And then I'm selecting which carry pouch to take this week starting today. I think I'll be using the 112 Slim Select Ranger and the Spartan today. Put these back in my carry pouch back in there, and then or carry basket back in there, and then yeah, have my knife selected and pocketed for the week. Got everything going through. Got my different case and SAK and some Chinese buck knives and Chinese assortment, and then my Schrade selection. But yeah, I'll show you the comparison of these two here coming up in a minute. See you soon. All right, back with the show. I've got the Buck 112 Slim Select Ranger SAK Spartan model in my carry pouch. And then I've got the Schrade LB7 and I believe a 2. Buck 110 to compare here in a second, which I'm trying to match up a good size fold and lock back collection here over the last couple of years. See how I'm going. Okay. I'm in the picture here. A little bit of framing. Yeah, I used my Zippo lighter set up to light the cigarillo I've got, sweeten, whatever they call it. These are truck stop cigars. Hopefully I'll be getting a real cigar in the future. I don't smoke much, but I do like that little nicotine tingle, but I don't like getting foundered with smoke. And these are a little bit bright, and a little too tangy on the tobacco and whatever flavoring they put in there in the cigarillo. But that's different. I go over the knives. The Buck 112 Ranger Slim Select. I switched over this today on my weekly carry, and it's a great knife. And then I've got the Spartan. The SAK Spartan model, which has the corkscrew, the awl, and usual suspects for the blades for the knife. And then the Buck 110 2. 1974 to 1981 model, which is a sweet knife. This has seen better days, but I'm glad I could fix it up, clean it up a little bit. And it's a great knife. It's a user. It could still work, but it's in my collection. And I'm going to compare it up against the Schrade LB7 old timer with the serialized 1980, I believe this is from. This is a sweet knife, and it has a comparable blade design. Got it all oiled up. to the blade design to the Buck 110. I like this early model, this basically third generation or close second generation 2-dot model for the heft of the handle. They haven't chamfered it down much compared to the new ones. Like my 2024 that I picked up is much sleeker, not much lighter, maybe 0.2 ounces lighter in weight than this, but it's sleeker in the hand, although this doesn't feel bad in the hand. The Buck 110 has always been a good grip. The finger groove models are really cool. But the LB7 with my well-lubed pivot point is also very comfortable to feel in the hand. And it's got a hefty frame design as well. These are quite a bit heavier, well, maybe 0.4 ounces heavier per knife than the Buck 110 series. These full-size LB7s and the 7OT and 6OT models of these are heavy also. But they're cool in the collection. The sheaths are similar, although the Buck's a true belt loop, separate belt loop. I won't worry about that. Just lost the cigar, but it's not a big, the cigar's not a big loss. But the sheaths are similar in size and shape, although the softness of the Schrade leather is remarkable. It feels good in the hand, and it's every bit a since 1980s sheath, so it's cool. It's got the Schrade button and the or snap and the logo on the sheath, and then the Buck, of course, is the HO in Mexico version that doesn't smell bad, but it's cardboardy, kind of stiff feeling, but they fit the knives well. And tobacco's stuck in my teeth. I got the that cleaned up in there so it doesn't look all the way, but I put enough oil in there to get to feel less stiff. When I first got it, this was really stiff at the hinge point, but you also have to think about closing up fast, get your fingers out of the way of these big blades. They'll snap you like a bear trap. I like that. That Schrade that LB7's got a great blade, great feel to it. The Buck 110 2-dot also has still has quite a bit of tension to it, but I like it. It's reliable. You get the owning these and comparing them. Totally fun knives. Up there on the Buck 110 tang stamp 2-dot USA. See the little bit of pitting and wear to this one. That's still cool. I love collecting these big folding hunter style knives. LB7, that's a stainless steel plus, Schrade plus, but it was corroded heavily, and I had to reshape that edge right up to the tip there. But it came out nice. Corrosion's still there, but it's part of the heart of this knife. Heart and history of that knife. Really neat. And then the Buck 112 Ranger Slim Select for EDC. An SAK Tinker model. No, this is not the Tinker. This is the Spartan model with the corkscrew. Practical knives, good for EDC. Let's set all this stuff away. Close it all up. And Schrade LB's, no, yeah, LB7. I don't know if they call that the bear paw or what. It's a great EDC knife for a hunter and a great collectible. Thanks, Knife Nuts, for visiting. Remember that Jesus Christ loves you, and be well.